we're going to see our own.
Thankfully, we are.
We're going to see a drop.
Oh, but not like this craziness.
No, it's not going to be that extreme.
Okay, I was like,
no.
thankfully it's nice out. Well, minus the wind, it's nice outside.
Yeah, the wind's pretty strong right now. And we're talking about record warmth ahead of that cold front that will arrive late tonight. Here's a look at some of the record high temperatures that could possibly be set or tied later on this afternoon. Albuquerque's record high for this afternoon is 73 degrees. The forecast is for 73. Roswell, your record high for this afternoon is 82 degrees. You'll likely at least tie it, if not break it. And Fort Sumner, you'll come close to your record high of 81 degrees. If you've been outside, you know it's warm. Temperatures already in the upper 60s right now in the metro. We should be in the upper 50s typically for this time of the year for highs. 67 degrees in Las Vegas. Take a look at Roswell, already sitting at 80 degrees, and the upper 70s in Carlsbad as well. You're also feeling, with those warm temperatures, those strong gusty winds gusting over 20 miles per hour, close to 30 right now in the metro, a 43 mile per hour wind gust in Carlsbad and 30 in Ruidoso. So we do have wind advisories for all the areas shaded in yellow until 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's for wind gusts from 45 to even as much as 55 miles per hour in the eastern portion of the state. So it's going to be a rather windy afternoon throughout the day. So timing out the winds beginning at 1 o'clock this afternoon, where you're seeing the yellow, that's where we could have those wind gusts from 45 to 55 miles per hour. Now, the numbers here, those are sustained winds. So we're talking about winds sustained from 25 to maybe as much as 35 miles per hour in parts of eastern New Mexico. And even here in the metro, it's not out of the question that we could have wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour or more. Now, the other side of this system is a cold front that will move through late tonight into tomorrow. So look at today's high temperatures. We'll be in the 70s here in Albuquerque, the 80s in the southeast corner of the state. But as we head into the overnight hours, take a look at what happens. Around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, temperatures already falling off into the 30s in Raton, in Clayton, and right now you're in the 70s. Then as we head towards morning, towards sunrise, temperatures dipping all the way back into the 20s in places like Las Vegas, Raton, and Clayton. We're not really going to feel the brunt of this cold weather here in the metro. Temperatures will dip a little bit for tomorrow, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're still above average, sitting in the 60s. So basically, the cold air is going to bake up against the central mountain chain, and high temperatures tomorrow in Las Vegas, Tucumcari, Clovis, down to Roswell, only in the 40s and the 50s. So the farther east you go, the colder it's going to be. So that's why we have hard freeze warnings in effect for places like Santa Rosa, Tucumcari, all the way down to Clovis until 10 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. And then in light blue, we do have a hard freeze watch that includes places like Roswell and Carlsbad from tonight until 10 o'clock on your Tuesday morning as well. So the coldest weather is going to be in eastern New Mexico. Here's your extended forecast for southern Colorado for today. Partly sunny skies, winds out of the northwest from 10 to 20 miles per hour. So pretty breezy here in southern Colorado. You notice that you're not going to see that huge temperature swing here in southern Colorado. Same deal around the Four Corners. Temperatures into the low to mid 60s this afternoon in Farmington, 65 in Gallup, and 66 in Grants. Temperatures holding in the upper 50s, lower 60s over the next several days around the Four Corners. Over to the southwest, mostly sunny skies. Temperatures into the upper 60s in Silver City, 77 in TRC, and 75 in Deming. Then over to Roswell and Carlsbad, temperatures into the 80s today. Again, take a look at your high temperature tomorrow, only into the upper 50s. Then by Thursday, a high of only 45 degrees. So the cold air is going to stick around in eastern New Mexico for a couple of days here. In the northeast, we will have those strong gusty winds sustained from 30 to 40 miles per hour at times, with gusts as high as 55 miles per hour. Then those temperatures come down for Wednesday and Thursday. We're talking about highs only in the lower 40s if we're lucky in Las Vegas. Over to the northern mountains, windy, winds sustained from out of the west from 20 to 30 miles per hour with higher gusts. And then over to the east mountains, we'll have those strong gusty winds as well, gusts as high as 45. And in the metro, we'll top out in the lower 70s, again, approaching our record high for this afternoon. Temperatures come down a little bit for tomorrow. And then by Thursday, the coolest day of the week. But it's the second week of November, and we should be in the middle 50s.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.